Okay, as this is a song that Pete Seeger sang, and Springsteen as well, I believe. But I'm pretty sure that they all learned it from Leonard Warren, so which is where I learned it from. And it's the Erie Canal, see, which is one of those sea shanties that Leonard Warren recorded. Okay, goes like this. I've got a mule and his name is Sal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal, 15 miles on Erie Canal. We'd haul some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal, and hay. We know every inch of the way from Albany to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down, Low Bridge, 'cause we're coming to a town. And you'll always know your neighbor and you'll always know your pal if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. We better look around for a job, old gal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. You can bet your life I'd never part with Sal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Get up, mule, here comes a lock. We'll make room about 6 o'clock. When back we'll go, right back home to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down, Low Bridge, because we're coming to a town. You'll always know your neighbor and you always know your pal if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Where would I be if I lost my pal? 15 miles on the Erie Canal. I'd like to see a mule as good as my Sal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Friend of mine once got her sore. Now he's got a broken jaw. 'Cause she left fly with an iron toe. Kicked him back to Buffalo. Oh, Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, 'cause we're coming to a town. You'll always know your neighbor and you always know your pal if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. And
Well
thank
done.
you. Thank you.
Okay, David, you've got to organize who's next.
It's David next.
Okay, so I'm going to do a song, and then Karen will do a song, and then we'll do.
I muted you accidentally because
I think this is an American version of a child ballad, and it's. I know it as The Elfin Knight, but it might have another title. I'm going to do one, Karen will do one, and then Mary Jane. This tune is also used for a version of The Unquiet Grave. Lady Margaret sat in her bower so green, sewing her gown so gay, when she heard an elfin knight come a-blowing of his horn, the very first morning in May. Get me some of your father's gold, some of your mother's fee, and I'll take you unto my elfin kingdom, and there my bride you'll be. So she's gotten some of her father's gold, some of her mother's fee, but first she's gone down to her father's stable yard, where horses were 30 and 3. she's mounted up on a milk-white steed, he on a dapple gray. And they rode till they come to a cliff by the sea, 1 hour before it was day. Lie down, Lady Margaret, he cried, deliver unto me. For 6 pretty maids have I drowned at this spot, and you the 7th shall be. Take off that silken gown, deliver unto me. For I think that it is too rich and fine to rot in the deep salt sea. If I must take off my silken gown, turn your back, said she. For I think that you are too vile a knave, a woman's naked body to see. He turned around, and he turned about to view the leaves on the tree. She seized him by his middle so small, and thrown him into the sea. Reach your hand, Lady Margaret, he cried. Reach your hand, said he, and I'll take you to my elven kingdom, and there the queen you'll be. Sink on, you false young man, sink on instead of me. For 6 foolish maids have you drowned at this spot, go keep them company. And she's saddled up on the milk-white steed, leading the fast-traveling gray. And she's rode till she come to her father's stable yard, 1 hour before it was day. The parrot was sitting in the window high. Where have you been, said he, and what have you done with that strange young man I saw you with yesterday? Don't tittle, don't tattle, my pretty Polly, don't tell no tales on me, and your cage shall be made of the very beaten gold, your perch of ivory. Lady Margaret was sitting in her bower so green, sewing her gown so gay, when she heard an elfin knight come a-blowing of his horn, the very first morning in May.
Well done, beautiful.
Lovely. Lovely, David.
Hi, Lynn. So Karen's going to sing a song now. Karen, you can unmute.
Okay, you mute your top button.
I did.
Okay, this tune is one of my favorites. It's Little Birdie, done by many, many, many different artists. And this is the way we do it. David will accompany me. Little birdie, come sing to me your song. I am only here a short while, but I'll be a long time gone. Little birdie, why do you fly so high? 'Cause my own true love is waiting for me up in the sky. Pretty woman, why don't you settle down? You are just like that little birdie, flying all around. I'd rather be in some dark holler where the sun refused to shine than to see you love another and to know that you'll never be mine. Little birdie, come sing to me your song. I am only here a short while, but I'll be a long time gone. Little birdie. I don't hear anything. Everybody's muted. Okay, what's going on here?
Hey, hello.
Okay, so the next I believe will be Mary Jane Ford, and then we'll see about maybe having Anne, and then we'll have Terry if he's able, and if he's not, we'll go to Lynn Fitz.
And Al Christian logged in too.
Okay, I guess I have to mute everybody and okay. All right, I'm unmuted. I'm gonna do Deportee by Woody Guthrie. The crops are all in and the peaches are rotting. The oranges are piled in their creosote dumps. They're flying them back to that Mexican border to pay all their money to way back again. My father's own father, he waded that river. They took all the money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters all worked in the fruit trees, and they rode the trucks till they laid down and died. Goodbye to my one, goodbye, Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. Some of us are illegal and some are not wanted. Our work contract's out and we've got to move on. Some says they are just deportees. Goodbye to my boy, goodbye Rosalita, adios mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. Is this the best way we can grow our big orchards? Is this the best way we can grow our good fruit? To fall like dry leaves and rot on the topsoil and be called by no name except deportee. ¿De qué manera sembrar de la tierra? ¿De qué manera crecer nuestra fruta? Como hojas secas se pudren en la sierra. Y que te llaman nomás deportados. Adiós a mi Juana, adiós Rosalita, adiós mis amigos Jesús y María. No tienes un nombre cuando vayas en el avión y que te llaman nomás deportado.
Yay, good one.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we'll go with Ann if she's ready, and
Yep.
then Terry if he can, then Lynn, and then Jeffrey Hall. Get to
Back again. On yonder hill there lives a lassie, and her name I do not know. One fine day I'm going to see her, whether she be rich or no. Round and round go the wheels of fortune, round and round till they weary be. Young women's hearts are so uncertain, sad experience teaches me. 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, and a 5, 3, 1. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, none. Oh, lassie, I hae gold and silver, lassie, I hae houses and land, lassie, I hae ships on the ocean, all to be at your command. Oh, I dinna want your gold and silver, I dinna want your houses and land, I dinna want your ships on the ocean, all I want is a handsome man. Oh, round and round go the wheels of fortune, round and round till they weary be. Young women's hearts are so uncertain, sad experience teaches me. 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, and a 5, 3, 1. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, none. Oh, lassie, I've nae gold or silver, lassie, I've nae houses and land, lassie, I've nae ships on the ocean, but I am a handsome man. Oh, rather hae your gold and silver, rather hae your houses and land, I'd rather hae your ships on the ocean than to have ye for my man. Oh, round and round go the wheels of fortune, round and round till they weary be. Young women's hearts are so uncertain, sad experience teaches me. 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7 and a 5, 3, 1, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, none. Round and round go the wheels of fortune, round and round till they weary be. Young women's hearts are so uncertain, sad experience teaches me.
All right. Good one. Thank you, Ann. Now then, is Terry able to join us for a song, or will that not work?
Well, we'll find out. Do you hear me?
You can so far.
Okay. Well, I'm not able to do the show anymore on this road trip. So I'm reduced to instrument picture in size, like harmonica and and and, and so we'll give this a try. I'm going to turn my video off in hopes of not completely freezing up.
Looks like he's gone.
He turned himself off.
He may be going out and coming back in again to try and get the sound.
Maybe he'll come back. And then, oh, wait a
Oh.
minute. Is he back?
He's back.
Terry, you want to give it another try?
I'm back.
Let's give it another try. Terry, can you hear us?
Terry, you're muted.
Thank you. Tomorrow morning I'll be 16 and Billy Grimes the drover, he's popped the question to me, ma. He wants to be my lover and he'll be here in the morning, ma. He'll be here quite early to take a pleasant walk with me across the fields of barley. Oh, daughter dear, you shall not go. There is no use in talking. You shall not go with Billy Grimes across the field looking. Think of such presumption to the dirty, ugly drover. I wonder where your pride is. Think of such a daughter.
Well, we lost Terry.
A nicer beau cannot be found. Let me remember the words. Let's say, a nicer beau could not be found in the whole wide world all over. I can't play my nose. daughter dear, I'm much distressed at your infatuation. To think of having Billy Grimes with me, our ruination. Oh, mama dear, old Grimes is dead, and Billy is the only surviving heir of all that's left, about 6,000 years. But Billy is a nice young lad, and no. That was a struggle.
You kept dropping out.
Yeah, I know. I know. Did you hear any of it?
Little
Yeah,
bit.
I'll try to
half.
do
Some
a
of it.
repeat. In
A little blow of a
Yeah.
harmonica every once in a while.
I heard a kazoo.
I thought it was a flute of some
I
sort.
thought I could hear a kazoo, and I could hear the hand ocarina kind of.
Probably won't work, but I can show
And
you.
we heard a few words.
Moving right along.
But
Let's
it
go to
swung. It really swung.
So everybody mute, and Lynn, you can unmute.
Thank you. Okay, so I was moved to sing this by hearing David sing a completely different song to a tune that I know. So I'm going to sing a totally different song to whatever that tune actually was. So this is Unquiet Grave. Soft blows the wind on my true love, soft falls the gentle rain. I never had but one true love, and in the green wood he lies slain. I'd lose much for my true love, as any young lass may. I'll sit and mourn on your grave for 12 months and a day. When the 12 months and a day had passed, the ghost began to speak. Who is it that sits all on my grave and will not let me sleep? 'Tis I, thine own true love, that sits all on your grave. I ask of you one kiss from your sweet lips, and that is all I crave. My lips, they are as clay, my love, my breath is earthy strong, and if you should kiss my clay-cold lips, your time 'twould not be long. Look down in yonder garden fair, love, where we used to walk. The fairest flower that ever bloomed has withered unto the stalk. The stalk it has weathered and dried, my love, so well our hearts decay. So make yourself content, my till death calls you away. Cold blows the wind on my true love, soft falls the gentle rain. I never had but one true love, and in the green wood he lies slain.
Thank you, Lynn, for that lovely song. Nice follow-up. Okay, so we're going to move now to Jeffrey Hall, and after that, Al Christians, and then back to Mark again. So everybody can mute except for Jeffrey.
Okay. I'm going to read just two short, unrelated poems that came from a prompt workshop on Monday. So this is new stuff. First one, I don't have a title for. Fireflies prefer a clearing in a dark woods where our rude lights don't impose on their ancient ritual. We visited my daughter's mother's friend outside Manchaca, a clearing in the woods far from anything but train horn calls. Those fireflies were astonishing that lost July. My kid was 4. She ran to catch them as I once did. Kids have to study bugs. They have to learn. I hope they remember. There used to be so many fireflies. And this one is, well, the prompt was random imaginings. So that's what I'm calling it for right now, random imaginings. Back in the 70s, my friend Dean worked at the stables of the Greenbrier Resort, which was rumored to have under it somewhere a secret emergency relocation center for Congress, the president, and scads of VIPs. After finishing up at the horse barn and heading to his dorm, Dean casually shortcutted through the lavish ballroom. No one was there. On exiting, he noticed the long wall of curtains wasn't really against the wall. He said, I slipped behind that huge gold curtain and it was a wide hallway. He spread his arms. They could have had 2 or 3 ranks of soldiers at the ready with their backs to 8-foot-high doors. What do you think is back there? I said I couldn't imagine. He said, the door marked closet? I looked in there. You could turn an elephant around in that closet. Thank you.
That was excellent, Jeffrey. Thank you so much for those excellent poems. Now it's going to be Al Christian's turn. And then we're going to come back to Mark and then back to me. So Al, everyone's going to mute but you.
Okay, I'm unmuted. And I'm going to, first let me tell you the Greenbrier was definitely used for that. In World War II, they put German and Japanese diplomats in there when they interned them, but they couldn't get along. And I think they left the Japanese there and they had to send the Germans someplace else. Anyway, this is the audience participation part of the of the program. Go and get your folk singer matching luggage set out. And to play along with this at home, still muted, of course, all you have to do is and if you haven't got folk singer matching luggage, reach into your guitar case or your banjo case and get out your nail file and just file your nails in time with the music. Or if you want to be into experimental music, try a cowbell or a triangle or a wind chime or something. Tell me how that works with this one. But I really need you to know that you're out there doing something, so I'll keep up with you to kind of keep me going on this tune. Here we go. If you want to hear what engine done left San Antonio Q1, engineer said to me, we gotta make connection with the T Santa Fe. Santa Fe, she's wandering about, trying to connect to the Sunset Route. And the Sunset Route, she's running all night, trying to connect to the old red light. Old red light is running to the sea, trying to connect to the MK&T. MK&T's going way too fast, ever connect to the Ranzis Pass. Ranzis Pass, running all day, trying to connect to the CNA. CNA is about to smash, trying to connect to the old Wabash. Old Wabash, she sure is trying to connect to the Jersey Central line. Jersey Central line is 7 hours late, trying to connect to the Nickel Plate. Nickel Plate got a terrible load, trying to connect to the Pennsylvania Road. Pennsylvania Road, going at a crawl, trying to connect to the Cannonball. Cannonball, she's plowing through a thicket, trying to connect to Missouri Pacific. Missouri Pacific's running like a fountain, trying to connect to the Iron Mountain. Iron Mountain about to melt, trying to connect to the Cotton Belt. Cotton Belt, better not dally, she gotta connect to the Lehigh Valley. Lehigh Valley wobbles like a drum, trying to connect to the old Grand Trunk. An old Grand Trunk, woo, is busting in spring, trying to connect to the Boston and Maine. Boston and Maine, flying like a raven, trying to connect to the old New Haven. Old New Haven going way too slow, never connect to the B&O. B&O is all worn out, trying to connect to the Lackawanna Route. Lackawanna Route is tired and sore, trying to connect to the old West Shore. Old West Shore, 7 days behind, trying to connect to the Erie line. Erie line is behind so far, she can't connect to a trolley car.
Thank you, Al. Very nice. Okay. So next up will be Mark. Everybody mute except for Mark.
Okay, this is Old Possum about Old Deuteronomy. Old Deuteronomy's lived a long time. He's a cat who's lived many lives in succession. He was famous in proverb and famous in rhyme a long while before Queen Victoria's accession. Old Deuteronomy's buried 9 wives and more, I'm tempted to say 99. And his numerous progeny prospers and thrives, and the village is proud of him in his decline. At the sight of that placid and bland physiognomy, when he sits in the sun on the vicarage wall, the oldest inhabitant croaks, "Well, of all things, can it be really? No, yes. Ho, hi, oh my eye, my sight may be failing, but yet I confess I believe it is old Deuteronomy. Old Deuteronomy sits in the street. He sits in the high street on market day. The bullocks may bellow, the sheep may bleat, but the dogs and the herdsmen will turn them away. The cats and the lorries run over the cars and the lorries run over the curb. And the villagers put up a notice, road closed, so that nothing untoward may chance to disturb Deuteronomy's rest when he feels so disposed. Forgive me. Or when he's engaged in domestic economy. And the oldest inhabitant quotes, well, of old things, can it be really? No. Yes. Oh, hi. Oh, my eye. I'm deaf of an ear now, but yet I can guess that the cause of the trouble is old Deuteronomy. Old Deuteronomy lies on the floor of the Fox and French Horn for his afternoon sleep. And when the men say, there's just time for one more, then the landlady from her back parlor will peep and say, now then, out you go by the back door, for old Deuteronomy mustn't be woken. I'll have the police if there's any uproar. They all shuffle without a word spoken. The digestive repose of that feline's gastronomy must never be broken, whatever befall. And the oldest inhabitant croaks, well, of all things, can it be really? Yes, no, oh hi, oh my eye, my legs may be tottery, I must go slow and be careful of old Deuteronomy.
Very nice, Mark.
Well done.
You?
All right. Well, I think it's my
Turn,
turn.
so
Everybody mute.
me.
This is a poem by William Butler Yeats, and I believe he wrote it for the love of his life, Maud Gunn, who rejected him 3 times his proposals of marriage, and he eventually married someone else. But it's called He Wishes for the Cloths of Heaven, and it expresses in poignant terms what it's like to be madly in love with someone and they're not very much interested in you. And I'll follow the song up with a reel called The Girl That Broke My Heart. Oh, and the tune for the poem is I Will Give My Love a Breast of Glass. The heavens embroidered cloths enwrought with golden and silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of light and night and light and the half light. I would spread those cloths under your feet, but I, being poor, have only my dreams. I spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, for you tread on my dreams. I would spread those cloths under your feet, but I, being poor, have only my dreams. I spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams.
Bravo.
Lovely.
Okay, Karen's going to do one now. It's called Handsome Molly on a
Wait.
similar theme.
Wait. Hang on. Something's wrong with my phone. Hang on. Oh, come on. Don't do this.
Problem.
Trying to unmute that little. There we go. Okay.
Handsome Molly. This is an American tune with a similar story.
Wish I was in London or some other seaport town. Set my foot in a steamboat and sail the ocean round. Sailing on the ocean while sailing on the sea. Think of handsome Molly wherever she may be. Church on Sunday, she passed me on by. I could tell her heart was changing by the roaming of her eye. When you gave me your right hand, you said if you'd ever marry, that I would be your man. Gone and left me, go marry whom all you please. While my poor heart is breaking, you're lying at your ease. Go down to the river while everyone's asleep. Think of handsome Molly and then begin to weep. She is slender, her fingers are neat and small. They say that she's good-natured and that's the best of all. Hair's as black as a raven, her eyes are black as coal. Her cheeks are like the lily, all in the morning glow. I wish I was in London or some other seaport town. I'd set my foot on a steamboat and sail the ocean round. While sailing on the ocean, while sailing on the sea, I sail handsome Molly wherever she may be. Handsome Molly.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we will go to Mary Jane.
Okay, I'm going to do a song called Partners. The author is somebody named Groce, spelled Groce, and I never even got a first name on it. It's kind of a cowboy song. I learned it in a cowboy collection, but it's not really much about cowboys. So it's well, I'll just sing it and shut up. Rain may fall and the wind may blow, sunny skies they come and go, but through it all, one thing I know, we'll always be partners. Shadows fall across the hill, darkness sits on my windowsill, but I
more. But come what may, there's one thing sure. We'll always be partners. Shadows fall across the hill. Darkness sits on my windowsill. But I will count my blessings still. We'll always be partners. Times may change, the leaves may turn. There's lonesome lessons we'll have to learn. But let that bridge behind us burn. We'll always be partners. Shadows fall across the hill. Darkness sits on my windowsill. But I will count my blessings still. We'll always be partners. We may be up and we may be down, out on the prairie or in the town. But smiles will always chase a frown. We'll always be partners. Shadows fall across the hill. Darkness sits on my windowsill. But I will count my blessings still. We'll always be partners. I know it. We'll always be partners.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Nice, Mary Jane.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So let's go to Ann now. Everybody mute except for Ann.
This is a Graham Miles song called The Drift from the Land. All the young fellows have gone to the factories to learn a new trade, making iron and steel. When they pick up their wages, they wonder, however, they managed on the money they made in the field. And it's all the young fellows have gone to the city. All the young fellows have gone to the town, where they'll be earning nearly double the money they'll ever earn at the harrow and plough. Down in the valley, the sound of a tractor, young Jimmy Dickinson sat at the wheel. But this time next week he'll be in some hot foundry, casting the iron or rolling the steel. And it's all the young fellows have gone to the city. All the young fellows have gone to the town, where they'll be earning nearly double the money they'll ever earn at the harrow and plough. Well, down in the hedgerow, Billy Dowson is working. The blade of his sickle glints in the bright sun. But in less than an hour he'll pack up his gear. His last day of working the land will be done. and it's all the young fellows have gone to the city. All the young fellows have gone to the town, where they'll be earning nearly double the money they'll ever earn at the harrow and plough. Well, you can't blame the young men for throwing the towel in. They'll be much better off making iron and steel. But the drift from the land, it will always continue till the money gets better for the man in the field. And it's all the young fellows have gone to the city. All the young fellows have gone to the town, where they'll be earning nearly double the money they'd ever earn at the harrow and plough.
Thank you, Ann. That was wonderful. Now, Terry sent a chat with appreciation for that song, and he wants to know the background. So can you give him a few ideas about where you got it from and where it came from and so forth?
This is written by my favourite songwriter, Graham Miles, and it's all about after the First World War. The young men had all gone off to war, and they came back, having seen the world, and weren't content to stay on the farm anymore because they saw everybody in town earning more money than they ever could. I can put the words up if you'd like.
I'm sure Terry would appreciate that. Okay, thank you so much. Now, Terry is sort of sitting out because of his technical issues, and Lynn has left us. So let's move to Jeffrey, and after that, Al.
Okay. I'm going to try and play this song on my viola. This is called The Golden Wedding, and it's by someone with a hyphenated last name, Gabrielle Marie, and it is in A minor. Yeah. Wedding music in a minor key. I don't know, but that's what it is.
All right, Jeffrey.
Yay.
Love it.
Not too bad.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks
I
for
like
putting up with
one.
that.
I like that one little pizzicata or whatever that's called. That one little pluck you do.
That's a hard one because I have to, yeah, it's not on an open string.
Oh.
So I have to press down with my index finger while plucking it with my pinky.
And it's just that
Yeah.
one little note.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me attempt that. Didn't go too badly.
Very nice. So let's move along to Al Christians. Everybody mute but Al.
Okay. Well, we had this Elf at Night song a little while back, but it kind of ignores the life-saving power of music. There's a version of that where instead of saying to the girl, he doesn't say, "Give me your hand," he sings her this song. They say a love bug will get you about the age of 83. I'm not telling my age, but some's got a hold of me. I feel like someone needs some real loving in an old-fashioned way. Darling, please won't you listen to what I got to say? Why don't you haul off and love me one more time? Why don't you squeeze me until I'm turning blind? If you don't haul off and love me like I want you to do, I'm gonna haul off and die over you. I can feel your warm lips near me and your breath so soft and fine. I feel those shivers crawling up and down my spine. I don't think this hard love will hurt you, 'cause it feels so nice and fine. It's just like heaven when your love is on the line. Why don't you haul off and love me one more time? Why don't you squeeze me until I'm turning blind? If you don't haul off and love me like I want you to do, I'm gonna haul off and die over you.
All right, Al. Heart song. I love it. Nice. Very good. Okay, so now we come to our optional third round, and that's to see if anyone wants to either jump in with a extra song or make a request of somebody else. So,
Help, David, I can't
Is
mute.
this time for Terry?
how's that? Oh, Terry has decided to lay out until the closing song because of his technical.
I see.
So, how about you, Mark? Have you got another one for us?
Well, I do, as you put a number of the songs of Blake's songs of experience to music. I can't do that much, but I can do read one that you didn't put to music. This is The Little Girl Lost. Okay.
Everybody mute except Mark.
I'm sorry?
Everybody mute except Mark.
Where am I going? Okay. It's the little William Blake. In futurity, I prophetic see that the earth from sleep, grave the sentence deep, shall rise and seek for her maker meek, and in the desert wild become a garden mild. In the southern clime, where the summer's prime never fades, lovely Lyca lay. 7 summers old, lovely Lyca told, she had wandered long, hearing wild birds' song. As sweet sleep come to me, underneath this tree, do father, mother weep? Where can Lyca sleep? Lost in desert wild is your little child. How can Lyca sleep if her mother weep? If her heart does ache, then let Lyca wake. If my mother sleep, like a shall not weep. Frowning, frowning night, o'er this desert bright, let thy moon arise while I close my eyes, sleeping like a lay, while the beasts of prey come from caverns deep, view the maid asleep. The kingly lion stood and the virgin viewed, then he gamboled round o'er the hallowed ground. Leopards, tigers play round her as she lay, while the lion old bowed his mane of gold, and her bosom lick, and upon her neck from his eyes of flame ruby tears there came. While the lioness loosed her slender dress, and naked they conveyed to caves the sleeping maid. And then there's another one called The Little Girl Found, and I'll save that for another day, okay? But she is found.
Okay, Mark. Great. Love
Mhm.
Blake.
You
Okay, I'll
might
do
be reminded of us, I think, an Henri Rousseau picture of us, the tiger sniffing at us, the Moor lying there on the sand.
Okay, so I'll do one now. So if you'll all mute for me. This is a poem by Christopher Morley called Animal Crackers. And the tune is a actual murder ballad called Little Sadie. So I'd rather do this one instead. So that you've got to mute. Animal crackers and cocoa to drink. That is the finest of suppers, I think. I'm grown up and have what I please. Think I shall always insist upon these. What do you ask when you're offered a treat? When mother says, what would you like best to eat? Waffles, syrup, cinnamon toast. It's cocoa and animals that I love the most. The kitchen is the coziest place that I know. The kettle is singing and the stove is aglow. There in the twilight how jolly to see cocoa and animals waiting for me. Father and mother died later and stayed with Mary to cook for them Susan's away. They don't have nearly as much fun as I, who eat in the kitchen with nurse standing by. And father once said he would like to see me having cocoa and animals once more for tea. Animal crackers and cocoa to drink, that is the finest of suppers I think. Think I shall always insist upon thee. Okay, so the next one is Karen. You're going to do Love Farewell.
Yes.
So I'll mute and you unmute.
It's an A peculiar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my little hun, you know that I love you. There's nothing in this world I love like I love you. Love, farewell, my land, farewell. All are marching away, farewell. Had my wife, she was a weaver, she wouldn't weave, I wouldn't either. Oh, my love, farewell, my land, farewell, all a marching away, farewell. Goodbye, wife, goodbye, baby, goodbye, biscuits sopped in gravy. Oh, my love, farewell, my land, farewell, all a marching away, farewell. Had me a boat going down the river, bye, little love, I'll see you never. Oh, my love, farewell, my land, farewell, all a marching away, farewell. I forgot the words.
Oh, my little lovey, don't treat me better.
Build me a boat and I'll sail down the river. Oh, my love, farewell, my land, farewell, all a marching away, farewell. That's it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks.
So now,
Mary Jane, do you have another one for us?
I do, as a
Excellent.
matter of
Everybody
fact.
use except for Mary Jane.
I had a feeling there wasn't going to be that many people here, so so I brought 3. And this one is by somebody that I knew a long time ago, and he's deceased now. His name was John Clay, and he did a lot of very unusual folkish style songs, and a lot of them were inspired by his part of Texas where he lived. He lived in Stamford, Texas, and this one does mention Stamford also. But it's a very sad song. It's called The Anson Runaway. Many young people die on the road. We notice each murder, but little's been told of death on the highway. We read every day how many short lives are ended this way. A young boy from Anson went running around, came over to Stamford, which was my hometown. Just 13 years old, his parents were dead. He was raised by his uncle and aunt, so they said. In Anson he ran with a bad crowd of boys. They started shoplifting the dime store toys. And as they got bigger, they took bigger things, becoming a juvenile criminal ring. The young Anson boy decided
Red River bed. So I reckon that's why he went north when he fled. Hanson police lost the runaway. They radioed to Stanford to set up a blockade. The young Anson boy drove into town that day. He was only 13 and very afraid. The Stanford police spotted his car. They knew the area and he wouldn't get far. He saw them coming after and he got turned around. He was headed back south, the quickest out of town. They followed so close, those hard driving cops. They fired out the window just to make him stop. He was scared by the shooting, but he didn't slow down. Too late he saw where the road curved around. The car left the road at 110, started rolling over and over again. The car's on its side in a dry cotton field. They never let him slack up and they got him killed. He was laying on the table when his uncle walked in, along with his aunt, 'cause they were next of kin. His uncle said words too soft to reach the door. We'll never have to worry about him anymore.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Another very touching song by the late great John Clay. Certainly one of the formidable Texas songwriters.
Yeah, your brother used to be in his band, isn't that right?
At one point, yes. And I wish that somebody would compile all of his compositions. He wrote a lot of songs and they were all
Yeah.
terrific.
Christy Foster has probably done the best job of that of anybody.
Hopefully,
She has a very good collection. I'd like to get hold of some of the stuff she's got.
it should be a John Clay songbook, I think, but we'll see. Well, all right.
It would be good.
Song. Well done. And
Thank you.
Great. So let's see if Ann
I
has
would
another one.
really encourage Ann and Christy about that, if you can, because I know they know all the songs. Shows that they do all John Clay, and they're good writers. I needed to do it.
Okay, is Ann going to give us a third one?
Yeah.
Great. Everybody mute but Ann.
Okay, this is one I haven't sung before, so I'm going to try it out on you because there's only 6 people. It's by Nancy Kerr, Shores of Hispaniola. They came in the night and their ships were as black as the ocean, It was Hawkins, the dread privateer, and all of his crew. They had whips, they had shackles, and cannons to serve Gloriana. And they've taken my love to the shores of Hispaniola. My love, he was strong, and he looked to his land and his children. Proud, unfettered, and free, he walked in the sun. Now he's bound for the darkness of England to serve Gloriana, or to spill out his blood on the shores of Hispaniola. Well, Albion sailors are nothing but thieves on the water. They have riches and gold in great store, but it's none of their own. They have saffron and sumac and rubies to feed Gloriana, as red as the blood of the slaves on Hispaniola. Well, a curse on the pious and holy of glorious England, you masters and martyrs attending to Albion's soul. Your vestments and sacraments sanctioned by fair Gloriana, they are washed in the blood of the slaves of Hispaniola. And I pray that the poor and the lowly of glorious England, your Turks and your vagabonds, gypsies and masterless men, will tear down the walls of the castles of fair Gloriana, that are built from the bones of the slaves of Hispaniola. Well, they came in the night, and their ships were as black as the ocean. It was Hawkins, the dread privateer, and all of his crew. They had whips, they had shackles, and cannons to serve Gloriana. And they've taken my love to the shores of Hispaniola. That's probably not quite the tune, but I can put a thing in chat to where you can hear it.
Thank you, Anne. That was lovely. Lovely song. So we're getting right near the end, and before we close, I want to mention that next Saturday we'll have another song and tune session at 2, and on Sunday we'll have the Stone Soup session from 2 to 5, and the Stone Soup session is tune, song, whatever you please. It's whatever you bring to the table of whatever genre. So looking forward to that. And I'm wondering if Jeffrey has another one for us. Jeffrey?
Oh, okay. I can find something.
Let's unmute.
I don't think I did this one before. This is called Strenuous Love. The blind drunkard teeters on the median, roaring and waving his aluminum cane like a saber at the bumper-to-bumper line of cars I'm stuck in. Sun is turning my car into an oven. The car head beeps twice. leaving a gap wide enough for the wild man to stumble through. He rants even more loudly at the driver who gives up and pulls ahead. So now it's my turn to practice tolerance and love. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. Good sentiments there. I like it, Jeffrey. Thank you. Good one. Well, Al, do you have one more for us before we close?
Oh, sure. I'll fire away here. We had a couple of songs here, or a couple of performances here with negative ideas about the road. So I'll try to just give you a quickie here to cheer up Terry out there on the road and make sure he gets back. Weary of traveling on, yearning to see the dawn, counting the hours till I can lay down my load. Weary, but I don't mind, knowing I soon will find peace and contentment at the end of the road. There it is. Peace and contentment at the end of the road. It's on here someplace. The way is long, the night is dark, but I don't care. Oh, the happy lark will be away singing at the end of the road. I can't go wrong, I must go right. I'll find my way, 'cause my guiding light will be shining at the end of the road. There may be thorns in my path, but I'll wear a smile, 'cause in a little while my path will be roses. The rain may fall from up above, but I don't care, 'cause the ones I love will be waiting at the end of the road. Oh, that was a tough trip.
Thank you, Al. That's appropriate as we've reached the end of the road for the session. And I appreciate that. Very good. So now comes the moment of truth to see if Terry can do the goodbye song like he always does. Happy Trails by Leonard Sly. Oh, excuse me, Roy Rogers. Leonard Sly was his birth name, but that's all right. So Terry, can you give it a try and we'll see how it goes?
I'm going to give it a try. I've little hope, but if
I don't know. Terry, we lost you. Terry, are you still there? Can't hear you, Terry.
Years ago.
Well, we'll have to do some other type of goodbye song. I'll fall back on the part. Oh, wait, is he back? Terry, are you back with us? He's back.
wish you all happy. So, here we go.
Oh, lost him again. Well, it was a valiant effort anyway. So what we'll have to do is hope that Terry gets a better connection next week, and maybe that will work out better. And for now, I guess we'll just say goodbye, and we'll see you next Saturday at the same time. And thank you all for participating. Terry,
Goodbye, everybody.
goodbye.
Bye, Terry. Have
Thank
a
you,
nice
everyone. It's a
vacation.
wonderful time.
See
Thank you,
Bye,
Valerie.
everybody.
Bye now.
Forget it.
You'll have to record it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.